Hello everyone, my name is Kirstin and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be answering your questions that you submitted to me on mental health, since October is Mental Health Awareness Month. Now I have loads of questions and very in-depth answers, so I will probably have 2 or 3 videos on this. But let's get right into it. The first question is, what is depression? Now, it is more than sadness or simply feeling down. Yes, you will have a very low mood, but it is usually accompanied by other symptoms, such as changes in appetite, fatigue, insomnia, loss of interest in activities, feeling like you're alone, and sometimes even excessive weeping. These symptoms you usually need to have for about a week before you can actually be diagnosed with having depression. Second question, how would you suggest someone supports a friend with depression? Now, when a person is depressed, they feel like no one cares. So first thing you need to do is make sure they feel loved. So I think a cool thing is looking into the 5 love languages before you even try to, because you might think, okay, this person will want to hear that things are going to be okay, when in fact this person is the type of person that wants to be loved by physical touch. So the 5 love languages, which I did speak about in 2 videos ago, look into that, are very helpful in this case. Also, ask them how they want to be treated, because you need to look at what they need, not what you want to give, because it differs from person to person. Some things that I found helpful is if you send them motivational videos or really cool songs or quotes that can just make them feel, okay, this person thought of me. And that is highly appreciated. Listening is key. Listening without passing judgment. They want to know that they can come and speak to someone if they're feeling low. And you don't need to have a whole lot of words of advice. As long as you listen, thank you, you have helped. Next, someone says, I wonder if anyone actually is aware. So I want to actually join this with a comment where someone said to me that mental health means that some wires in your brain aren't attached. Now, this comment obviously shows us that people are not mentally aware. So it is just as important as physical health, therefore it should also be respected just as physical health is respected. Just as everyone has health, physical health that you need to take care of, you have mental health that you need to take care of. There's so many different things that fall under mental health, and there's different ways that you can define them, such as looking at societal norms and looking at their normal behavior. But with that, you've got to be very careful, because often, contexts are different, where people stay, societal norms are different, obviously. Then there is also looking at how harmful their behavior is to themselves and to other people, and how they are able to adapt to situations. And if they really struggle with that, then they usually might have a mental illness. The third thing is personal distress, where they just feel negative about everything in the world. Not everything, but most things in the world. They have this negative view about the world and themselves. Now, I can tell you, someone, for example, with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, went through trauma in their past. Their ONOI is loose. They just could not cope properly with the trauma that happened in their past. They didn't cope, they didn't deal with it. Therefore, they're struggling now. Often, psychiatric patients have a chemical imbalance. However, wires are never loose. With society that is so ignorant, we assume that people admitted into mental institutions are crazy. Did you ever get that treatment, and how do you deal with such conduct? Now, people are admitted into hospitals for various reasons. There's often maybe one ward where it's got the people that are extremely psychotic, don't have a good handle on life and on reality, and they are a serious risk to themselves and to others. Then you have other people who are in different wards for depression, anxiety, stress from work, PTSD, and the list can go on. Those people are far from crazy. I have been admitted 3 times into a psychiatric hospital, and I assure you I am not crazy. Yes, I have received such treatment from people. As soon as I was admitted into hospital, people would stop talking to me. They would talk to me normally, but like now they knew that I had a mental illness and stuff. But as soon as I was admitted into hospital, they were like, okay, peace, nigga, which was really, really hurtful. So guys, please never do that. We are still the exact same person. Just now we're looking for help, and that is actually way more admirable than going day to day just suffering and acting like nothing is wrong. Now, a comment was made that you meet the best people at psychiatric hospitals. That helped me because the question was asked, how do you deal with such conduct? The people in the actual hospital, the patients, were amazing. They really helped me. They were non-judgmental, they could relate to, and they also understand people from different sectors of life much better because of the way they've been treated in life. So, sometimes we do joke about being crazy and everything, but ultimately we're there to have a good time with each other and to give each other space or try to uplift each other when we're having our bad days. Now, this is my first part of my probably 3-part video. I really hope you guys have learned something, and please comment in the comment section, share this video so that more people can become more mentally aware. I will be sure to post more videos. See you guys soon. Bye.